You hearing this over here?
Should I be listening?
You should be.
Mike is just updating his resume. That's all he's doing.
Is it?
Adding a little bit. Embellish a little bit. And then that's what
He built up the stick forward that way, so it's
Yeah.
You didn't play the wind.
You didn't shovel.
You play the wind.
shovels in. You asked and we handed it.
From your seat. Come on. Them student words right there, boy.
There's a nice rock.
How much crap we can set up on that.
But still was totally fine letting my mom take me to church. My mom's one of the most amazing women I know who, despite all of that, through a marriage of 25 years, has still honored her husband and still prays for him every single day. And it's one of the biggest encouragements ever to see that, that biblical women still do exist. I mean, and my mom's an awesome example of that. But I grew up in the church. I accepted Christ when I was 5 years old, but I didn't get it. Like, I was just, whatever, just going through the motions. Like and I just started the whole party life because that's what my friends were doing. And that was the fun thing to do. And then when I was 16 years old, I went to a winter camp with my youth group. And this wasn't like a regular youth camp that's like, let's pump you up and get you going. It was like, let's kick you in the face and then see what happens. And so the theme of the weekend was called Fire and Ice. And the theme verse was the verse in Revelation that talks about God would rather that you were lukewarm. I mean, no, that's wrong. He would rather you were on fire or freezing cold, because the lukewarm people, he feels like he wants to vomit, spit you out of his mouth. And I realized at that point, I'm lukewarm. The verse in Matthew 5:29 and 30 that says, if your eye causes you to sin, gouge it out and throw it away, for it's better for one part of your body to die than it is for your entire body to spend eternity in hell. And that verse became my life verse because I had a lot of friends in high school. Like I said, I used to party and drink and doing all that stuff. And I had a lot of parts of my life that needed to be cut out and gouged out. And there's no pleasant way to rip your eyeball out, It doesn't feel good at all. And these were friendships that I've had since I was a little kid. And I had to tell these people, I had to be like, look, man, I can't do this. I was moving to Mexico, and they decided they wanted to support me. So, yeah, it was sweet the way God worked it out. And I had a certain amount of money that they were sending per month when I was paying rent, but now that I don't.
So since this is volunteer,
And God always provides. Like, get random checks from people you've never met before.
to maintain a level of
I won.
to maintain a level of commitment contentment is hard, but I don't think I've ever.
When the highlight of the night is a board breaking. What is wrong with this old picture? I don't know.
You laugh. You're going to go home and do the same thing.
I'm going to go home and Sunday night I'm going to have a big fire out in front of the house right there in the front yard. My wife's going to think I've lost my mind. I'll be jumping up on the garage, pounding across into the top of it.
Where do you live, boy? What's your address?
When's the party?
When you have it, it's over.
He needs to live under the now, but he's got to chase the bacon.
I think we need an email distribution when we get back. Okay. Party of boys.
I'm telling you right now.
It's going.
It's drooping.
You've been saying that for the last 6
When we hear a
minutes.
crack, then we know.
The crack, once it cracks, it's going fast.
The Netherlands. Yeah.
Put some hot coals up there, guys. Come on.
Isn't that like a penalty if you do that?
Penalty.
that's like a red card.
That's a definite red card.
Yeah.
Germany's definitely got shot.
15 yards. First down.
Where am I going to put them?
Right on the side where we've been putting them.
Odds on
Come on.
By the time we get up, it'll be
They have
different.
a they have a European
Okay.
version
See it.
in the Middle East. 2006 was the last one.
It's getting pretty close.
It's getting really close.
It's not burning much underneath there anymore.
Told you to stoke it a long time ago.
The red is about over halfway through the board on this side.
Oh, look at that.
Speeding it up.
Yeah. Suspense is
Seth
too
wants
much.
to go red too.
The suspense is just too much.
Trying to cheat.
He is.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, don't hit the big log.
Being gentle as I
Easy.
can.
There you go. That one's going to take it right there.
It's moving.
Big flame.
It's moving, folks.
There's some amazing colored flame right there.
That's close.
See that?
We're here for boys fans.
Yeah. He's good.
There's a wire or something.
Somebody's underwire.
Here it comes.
Oh, man.
That side.
Bedtime.
Bedtime.
Party's over.
Oh, that was awesome.
Like soccer fans.
Oh!
Go Mexico!
Mexico! Mexico!
Viva Mexico!
Here it comes.
Oh, man.
That side.
Bedtime.